Imagine selling a massive piece of land larger than Texas for just $7.2 million. Today, that land is worth trillions of dollars in oil, gold, and other natural resources. So the big question is, why did Russia sell Alaska to the United States? In 1867, the United States bought Alaska from the Russian Empire for $7.2 million. That price was about 2 cents per acre. The deal was negotiated between U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward and Tsar Alexander II. After an intense overnight negotiation, the treaty was signed on March 30, 1867, in Washington, D.C. At the time, Alaska was more than 586,000 square miles, but most thought it was just frozen wilderness. But Russia did not sell Alaska for no reason. One of the biggest reasons was money. Just a decade earlier, Russia had fought the Crimean War, leaving the empire heavily in debt. Maintaining Alaska was extremely expensive because it was thousands of kilometers away from Russia. It was difficult and costly to supply and defend the territory. On top of that, the fur trade, which was the main business in Alaska, was declining rapidly. From Russia's perspective, Alaska was becoming a financial burden, not a valuable colony. Another major reason was geopolitics and the fear of losing Alaska to Britain. Britain controlled Canada right next to Alaska, and Russia feared Britain could capture it in another war. Russia knew it would be very difficult to defend such a distant territory. So Russian leaders decided to sell Alaska to the United States, rather than risk losing it for nothing. Alaska was simply too far away to manage effectively in the 19th century. Transport and communication were slow, and travel could take months by sea. There were very few Russian settlers, and the land was extremely difficult to manage. Many Americans at the time thought the purchase was a terrible deal. Critics called it Seward's folly and Seward's icebox. People joked the government had bought a giant block of ice. For years, Alaska received very little attention from the U.S. government. Everything changed in the late 1890s when gold was discovered near Alaska, triggering the Klondike Gold Rush. Thousands of people rushed to the region hoping to strike it rich. Later, massive oil reserves were also discovered, transforming Alaska's value. Alaska became one of the most resource-rich regions in the world, producing oil minerals and seafood. Looking back, the Alaska purchase is considered one of the greatest land deals in history. For $7.2 million, the United States gained a massive territory with strategic importance. In 1959, Alaska officially became the 49th state of the United States. What once seemed like a foolish purchase turned out to be an incredible investment. If Russia had never sold Alaska, the map of North America and global politics could look very different today. Do you think Russia made a mistake selling Alaska? Or was it the smartest decision they could make at the time? Let me know in the comments.